All right, hey guys. So as I've posted before, I wanted to change my life. And I think that one of the first things that you should do, especially in the process of you trying to change your life, is that you should try to figure out what you want your life to look like. So I went to our Lord and Savior, ChatGPT. I'm just kidding. And I asked it two questions. The first one is that I want to change my life for the better. What are some questions that I should be asking myself? And then the second one, I said, also, can I have a series of questions about how I want my life to look? Because I think that's a really good idea to try to nail down some things. So, in this video, I'm just going to work on the first set of questions. I have some things written out already, and some questions I'm just going to answer out loud, and other ones I'm just going to write down. Maybe I'll keep some things personally to myself. So, the first question is, what does a better life mean for me personally? Honestly, debt free, literally, especially as an American, debt free, Jesus. Um, Home ownership, although I have no idea where I want to live. I have always liked Japan. I've been to a lot of places, but and sometimes finding a place where I actually feel more home is a little bit hard for me. But um, somewhere out of the country. Let's see. I want to be more financially stable, um, healthy, really taking care of myself and doing things that are good for me. Um, and a great career that I love, and mental and emotional stability. Um, and also that for my family, which may seem like a little bit weird. Like, why is this a better life for you? Because I mean, if you care about your family or anything like that, if they were in a bad place mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually, or their health was bad, that also affects you. So, and I'm even like saying that in a selfish way, but I would want them to be healthy as well. What are the habits, beliefs, or patterns that are quietly holding you back? Ooh, that's a lot. Um, I'm not going to answer that question out loud anyway. I definitely have some things that are coming to mind, but I would say with full certainty that I have lots of beliefs that definitely need to be uprooted out of my life and just burned away. I definitely have some bad habits that I'm working through, which I'm doing that with discipline and consistency and, learning from my failures and patterns along the way too, which I'm like habit stacking and learning new things. What is it? There's a book by, I think it's James Clear. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but somehow I can remember the author. That's a good book. You should go read it. If fear weren't an obstacle, what would I pursue right now? Literally everything. And honestly, I'm in the process of pursuing a lot of those things. Like, I am new on YouTube, obviously. But I post on TikTok and I post on Instagram, but I started on Instagram. I just started posting on TikTok. Like, I posted on there last year like a couple of times, but it was not anything consistent. I've only been consistently posting with TikTok for maybe like the last 2 weeks or so. But I decided to post some videos showing more of my personality, and I was really afraid because even though I love myself, the practice of loving myself is still a challenge. So, it's easier said than done. And don't get me wrong, I'm still going to walk in it. I'm still going to do it, but it's still, I'm like still quivering. But I still did it. And I started posting videos showing more of myself or my personality that, at points in my life were like, oh my God, you're too much, you're too this, you're too that. But at the end of the day, the people who liked it like it, and the people who don't. And that's just it. Um, but still pursuing, still going. And I feel like I've grown just a little bit more confidence in it. Sorry, my head look weird. Next question. What kind of person do I want to become in 1 year and 5 years? Kind, yet strong and sure of myself. Like, I am kind, I am strong, but I think me being fully sure of myself is where I'm like struggling at. And I mean, like, it kind of intersects, but I think that if you are more sure of yourself, then you'll be better. But that comes a lot with trust and building trust. And I've worked really hard with building trust with myself and like reparenting my inner child and all those things. But I think once I get more better, or better at doing those things, or more consistent stuff like that, then I will trust more. um and in that I will, oh, this looks so weird. Okay, that looks normal. um yeah, I'll be better. But in a year and 5 years, and also I want to be like a more healthy person as well as a more disciplined person. um but I've already started that process, so I'm happy. All right, what activities, people, or places make you feel most alive? I really like bike riding. I did boxing. I took a couple boxing classes, and that just kind of, it made me feel really excited. I really liked it. I really loved Japan. I liked Korea. Um, I didn't get to spend as much time in a lot of other countries. Like, I've been there, but as far as a place that really made me feel alive, I'm not really sure. Japan is a really close place to my heart because I've always wanted to go to Japan. Um, but I don't know. People, I haven't really met my people yet. I've met some people who were great as far as my life, as far as my growth, whether they were helping or hurting. But either way, I still learned from them. But I haven't really met my people yet because I'm still in the process of fully meeting myself. But I'm getting to know her, and she's pretty cool. Activities, lots of things. I have so many interests that I have not even fully pursued yet or even been able to pursue. In fact, I would be pursuing them right now, but life is life. But I have lots of ideas of things because I have so many interests. What am I tolerating in my life that I no longer want to accept? Honestly, like a lot of my own bullshit. I mean, I'm working through it. I really am, but a lot of the people pleasing is gone, and which I like. But when it comes to interacting with people, I'm still like monitoring myself and what I am or I'm not doing. Um, but a lot of like relationships and stuff I'm ending or I'm being more honest about, both with myself and with other people. But honestly, it's like a lot of my own bullshit that I'm trying to work through and just tear apart to become a better version of me, because I don't want to be anyone else. I just want to be myself, but the best version of me. What would it look like to truly honor my needs emotionally, mentally, physically, or spiritually? I don't know yet. I think mentally and emotionally, a lot of that, honestly, all of it just comes with being honest, being myself, being disciplined, doing the things that I need to do to make me happy, make sure that I'm good. Um, and making sure that I'm processing my emotions, accepting what is happening, not having too many expectations or no expectations in some cases, and just taking life as is and just keeping moving forward. So I think that might be the best thing, and just holding my head high, accepting my failures, learning from my failures, giving myself grace and love. Um, yeah. Who inspires me and why? Honestly, the first person that comes to mind is Lewis Hamilton. I think, like, I'm actually going to post a video about him too, but I think that that man is like he is so profoundly inspiring, but he is he's just a cool dude. Um, he's like the first person that comes to mind, but I think, honestly, anyone who has worked really hard in their life for things that they wanted, anyone who has made great sacrifices, anyone who knew what they wanted, was willing to put the work in, was willing to put the like everything into it. There's so much work behind what people do. And you see it in their lives. And I think he came up first because I am a really huge fan of his, and also honestly a pretty recent fan too. But there's just I have a lot of respect for people who just, they're like, no, this is it. This is what I'm doing. It's gonna get done. So there's actually more names that are coming up now, but first and foremost, I would probably say Lewis Hamilton. Where in my life am I settling for good enough instead of reaching for great? Probably my fitness goals. Actually, funny enough, I actually really like working out, but I think one of my worst coping mechanisms that I developed when I was younger was eating. And when I think there's like pictures on my Instagram. Yeah, there's definitely pictures on my Instagram when I was smaller. Because like at one point I was plus size and then I lost a bunch of weight. And then I got a new job. And then, life happened. Like a lot of life happened during that period of time. The pandemic, everything, the after effects, health issues, money issues, like a whole bunch of stuff. And sadly, it affected me and my health and just a whole bunch of things. So I ended up gaining like a lot of weight in a short period of time. Well, well, short enough, but also alarming enough. So for that, I would say is probably that, because it's kind of hard to like get yourself back into the right mindset, which I feel like is a BS response. But I've begun the work of uprooting that and actually like saying, okay, cool, this can't be a coping mechanism for me. Let's learn about nutrition. Let's learn about this, that, and the other. Because I literally, like, I swear, I would probably post a picture of myself. And you could see like the facial difference of, because like, because of like health stuff, my face gets bigger. But like the facial stuff of like how I look, you will see like a clear difference of like just how big my face has gotten. What's one small change I could make today that my future self would thank me for? Being consistent with my goals and things that I want. Being consistent and just, it doesn't have to be like, I don't have to climb a mountain in a day, but I can do one small thing a day and honor my wins. So yeah, those are the questions that ChatGPT asked me. This is nice as a little exercise, but there's more, but that's gonna be another video. So thank you for watching, and I'm gonna copy all of these questions into like, I guess, the comment section. And if you want to answer these questions for yourself as well, it might be helpful for you, because honestly, this really actually did have me thinking about some things. So, yeah, have a good night or morning or whenever you're watching this. Bye.